So, there was a guy in our YouTube comments that asked a very good question. He said, how do you handle returns for dropshipping? His name is George Francisco. So, George Francisco, this video is for you on how to handle returns for dropshipping. So, we don't really want to overcomplicate it. Handling returns for dropshipping is actually very easy when you use the right dropshipper. And I've made other videos that you can find on this channel that go over how to find good dropshippers and really the qualifications. And just to recap, the qualifications for good dropshippers are someone that allows you to dropship, essentially, where you can place lots of orders and they're not going to cancel your orders. One of them is where they have good products that people want. We're not really going to drop ship like a private jet. We're not really going to drop ship, a 500-gallon tank that holds fumes that are used to make automobiles. I'm just making this stuff up, right? We're going to drop ship like a lot of items for the house and some impulse items. So, and one of the other things we're going to do when we're looking for a good dropshipper is we want to find someone that is easy to do returns and generally does returns for free. So, the two people that I dropship from are Walmart and Home Depot. And the reason I dropship from those guys is because you can usually place lots of orders with them without issues. One of the things is they have a really good return policy where they will, I'd say 99% of the time, they let you return the item for free with an extended return window. So it's very simple. George, or whoever else is watching this video, I just made this video because George wanted to know how to handle returns for dropshipping. So what will happen is someone will message you and they'll say, hey, I'd like to return this item. So let's say you sold them a carpet. And they bought the carpet from you 20 days ago. They message you, they want to return the item. If you got the item from a good dropshipper, you can then contact that dropshipper. So what we'll do is we will contact my virtual assistant. We'll see that the customer wants to return the item. And they'll see they either bought it from Walmart or Home Depot. They can look it up on the sheet. And then they'll either contact Home Depot or Walmart through chat. You can go to their website, Walmart or Home Depot, and there's an icon you can click that you can start a chat with them. And they will start a chat and they'll say, hey, I'd like to return this item. Generally, not all the time, but sometimes the person will ask, why do you want to return the item? My virtual assistant will either make something up or they'll use what the customer said. So sometimes the customer wants to return it because it arrived damaged, or it was low quality. They thought it was going to be higher quality, or they just don't want it anymore, right? It's generally not like you need a good reason. I think the reps just need to enter a reason why you want to return it. My guess is they do this for quality control, because if 90% of the returns for an item come from that, like it arrived damaged, well, maybe Walmart, if they were the ones that are drop shipping that item, will then go in and get that feedback and then try to package the item better in the future. If they see the item's like really low quality and it, it's kind of a piece of junk, then Walmart might remove that from their inventory. So I think, and this is just my understanding, but I do kind of understand business generally, or certain parts of business at least, not all parts of business. But my guess is they're not asking why you return the item to see if you qualify for a return or not. I believe they generally ask because they want to make notes of it for tracking of certain things, because their goal is to, sell items and have customers keep the items and happy. If 80% of the time they sell an item and it gets returned because it's basically made out of really crappy material and it doesn't work, Walmart probably wants that information, so then they can remove it. They can say, hey, we can't. They go to their person they buy it from and say, hey, we can't buy this from you. So don't really worry about that. Just tell them the reason, or you can just make it up. Sometimes we make it up. Sometimes we do what the customer says. Then what these companies will do is they will, at least Walmart and Home Depot, they will send you a prepaid return label. So they will send you a label that is prepaid. That means that Walmart pays for it. Someone's got to pay to get that item shipped back. The shipping company is not going to do it for free. USPS, FedEx, UPS, they're not going to send an item back for free. Someone's got to pay for that shipping. Walmart and Home Depot, one of the reasons I like them is besides the fact they usually got a pretty long extended window policy, especially if you're drop shipping from Walmart, right? I recommend them, and I got this in my Walmart video, but you want to ship items that are shipped and sold by Walmart. I think Walmart's return window is 90 days. So they got a pretty extensive, return window. So they will send you a label. The label generally doesn't have Walmart or Home Depot on the label. It generally it's like something that scans in and it says like the returns. I've looked at a lot of these labels. It doesn't say like Walmart.com or something like that. Now, when they send you the return label, there might be the return label portion. That is what's scanned by the shipping company. And then it might come on like a whole piece of paper that says, this is your return label for Walmart.com. Don't send them that. Use a screenshot tool to just crop out the return label. My guess is I think there are some times where it does say Walmart or Home Depot, but from what I've seen, it's kind of a rare instance. And a lot of times, in just my situation, the customers don't even look at it. Think about it. You get packages in the mail, right? You get packages from Amazon, maybe eBay, buy stuff from AliExpress, other places. Do you, every time you get the item, look at the shipping label and make sure it came from the place you bought it from? Probably not. I got some items today. I got some junk laying right there. I got a couple products today. One of the products, the label it was shipped from was like, the shipping department. I bought it from eBay, and it said like the shipping department. So I don't know. My guess is maybe they were drop shipping the item. I don't care. I got the product that I needed. So anyway, you're going to take that label. Don't send them the whole, there might be 2 pages of it. Just screenshot out the actual part of the label and send it to the customer. And tell the customer to take the item and package up the item. We tell our customers, we say, hey, we got your return message. Sorry it didn't work out. I have a nice script that I wrote. Said, here's your prepaid return label. It's paid for by us. Now, we didn't really pay for it. Walmart or Home Depot paid for it. They paid for the item to get shipped back. We say, take your item, put it in a box. Feel free to use the original box it came with. Then take this label, stick it on the box, tape it on the box, and drop it off at the shipping company. And we'll tell them the shipping company. Sometimes it's UPS, sometimes it's FedEx. And that's what the customer will do, right? This is a standard return with anything. If you buy something from a website and you're not happy with it, you'll contact them. They'll send you a return label. There's nothing fishy or strange or weird about this process. We're just doing the same process they would generally. Then we tell the customer to drop it off and ship it back to us. Then they don't actually ship it back to us. They, of course, ship it off to the Walmart warehouse or the Home Depot warehouse. Once they get the item in their warehouse, Walmart will scan it in. Maybe it takes them a couple days to get it scanned in and processed. They will then give us a refund. Then, once they give us that refund, we will then refund the customer. So the customer's happy because they got their refund. I'm happy because I got my refund. I didn't have to pay to get the item shipped back, so I don't lose any money there. It's a win-win situation. Sometimes instead of a pickup, or instead of a prepaid label, if it's a big item, they'll do like a pickup. So sometimes they'll send like a FedEx truck or a UPS truck to the customer's address to pick up the item. But again, there's nothing to worry about here. This is normal. If someone orders like a 3-person couch, they're not going to send a return label for that generally. If it's a 3-person couch, that's usually, they're going to send like a UPS truck to the customer's house. But because you shipped it to the customer's house, they're just going to do the return to the customer's house. So they'll send a truck to the customer's house. They'll pick up the couch. They'll ship it back to the supplier. They'll refund you. You'll get your refund. All is right in the world. That's how it works about 99% of the time. There is like maybe 1% where we do run into some issues every now and then, but that's the return process. It's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty painless. That's how it works.